Hi guys, welcome to Bradley.
My name is Megan. I'm a senior nursing major from Batavia, Illinois.
And my name is Jamal Stevenson. I am a senior criminology major from Jefferson City, Missouri.
All right, let's head out and see campus. All right, our next stop is the Student Center, so let's head in.
Basically, this is a hub where students just get together, have fun. We have a lot of stuff, cool stuff happening, and we'll show you.
All right, so over on this side is kind of a little bit more of a quieter area, so we have good spots to study over here. If you go down to the lower level, we have Marty Theater down there. So it's open for students. We have movies going on throughout the semester. And then we'll head over more towards the food side over here. Upstairs, there's also a ballroom, so we have some smaller events usually go on up there, some like comedians sometimes, different kind of events will go on up there.
My favorite spot of the whole place is the food court, obviously. Here we have a ton of restaurants, including Moe's. We have a sandwich place, we have a salad place. We also have Chick-fil-A that has the full menu, which is pretty sweet. So the best thing about this place is that it's open until 12 o'clock.
Alright, and then over here we have the pod, which is basically like our mini Target on campus. So you can get some of your Starbucks drinks over here. We do have the Starbucks partial menu. And then you can also get, laundry detergent, shampoo, conditioner, things like that.
All right, now we're gonna make our way to the Business Engineering Center.
Once again, welcome into the Business and Engineering Conversion Center. Over here we have a small little coffee area. Behind us we are on the engineering side, so this is the engineering maker space. Basically, engineering majors can go in there, break stuff down, build it up again. And then behind us is considered the business side. So we have the analytics lab over here, and the cool thing about it is that it's very high tech. So every student has 2 monitors, and then the professor is able to Bluetooth whatever's on the student monitor onto this larger monitor that you'll see behind us.
I know you're thinking, what if I'm not a business or engineering major? Well, what do I do in this building? Above, we have what's called collaboration spaces, where students of any major can pretty much just come here and collaborate and study and just do what they need to do to make sure that they get the full Bradley experience. So we know this building is really big, so a way to adapt yourself is to use the Wayfinder. Basically, we are stationed here right now. If you need to get to the accounting, you just press on the directions, and it takes to where you are now, and it shows you the quickest way to get to your location, which is pretty nice. All right, let's get to the next location.
All right, so currently we are on the alumni quad right now. Behind us we have the Renaissance Coliseum, so our women's basketball plays in there, women's volleyball. Our men's basketball does not play in there. They play downtown Peoria Civic Center. It's just a larger arena because our men's basketball has such a large fan base.
So behind us, you see the circle of flags, and that's a new addition to Bradley, which is really nice. Basically, this area is used for anything pretty much. We have a pretty cool football thing that we do. Basically, we play flag football. We play against the staff sometimes. It's pretty dope. And then these trees right here, they're all lined in a row. This is Hammock City. On a nice day like this, people will come out and they'll just grab their hammocks and they'll stay there. They'll read, nap, and do whatever they need to do, which is really nice.
So let's head into the Alumni Center.
All right, I want to take this moment to talk about Lydia. Lydia Moss Bradley is Bradley University's founder, remarkable lady. Basically, she has 6 kids. They all died before the age of 16. She had 2 husbands. Her first husband, when he passed away, she inherited all of his money.
So she decided to invest her money in a lot of farmland, and then she also decided that she wanted to be on the National Bank Board. So she brought all this money over to a bank here in Peoria. So she was one of the first women on the National Bank Board. So in the Alumni Center, this is just kind of like our little museum on campus. Basically highlights our founder and then also notable alum. So currently we're at Markin Recreation Center, a couple things to touch on. So as soon as you walk in, on your right, there's going to be health services. Health services is run by nurses and physicians that come from OSF. So any student that comes in there that might be feeling a little ill, they'll be able to help take care of us. So if they need any medication, they can prescribe that to you as well. And then over in Campus Town, we have a CVS where they can pick that up.
This is my favorite building. I spent a lot of time here. First things first, our pool is saltwater filtered. Basically, we know that some students on campus are allergic to chlorine, so we just want to avoid that entirely, which is really nice. Our facility also has free weights, machinery weights, and we also have courts where you can transform them into volleyball courts, pickleball courts, pretty much anything you like. We have racquetball courts, we have dance studios. Best thing about this is that this is only available for Bradley students, alumni, faculty, and staff, and no other people. So it's not like your local YMCA where anybody can just come work out. It's all for Bradley students.
And then to add to that, we also have all of our intramural sports will occur in here. So basketball, volleyball, all those different things that goes on in here as well.
If you're interested in club sports, then I'm also in club basketball. Basically, you just pay a small fee and everybody can just go, and it's very competitive.
So currently we're in Westlake Hall. This is one of our original buildings on campus. So in 2012, we actually made this building 6 times larger. So behind me, you'll be able to see kind of the newer side. As we're walking around, you'll notice that the exterior to the original building became the interior to the new side of the building, which is pretty cool because right now, you know, back in 2012, we would have been in a parking lot.
The thing about this building is that it's LEED certified, which is basically very, very, very environmental friendly. So my favorite thing is the railings are made of bamboo and the floor upstairs is made of cork.
Like I mentioned earlier, this is the building that houses all of our education and health science. For me, as a nursing major, this is where I spend a lot of my time. So up on the 3rd floor, we have nursing simulation labs up there. That's actually where our birthing simulator is located. All right, next we'll head into the library.
Welcome to the library. This is one part of the library where that offers a lot of resources for Bradley students. Right here you see you have the reserves desk. Basically, if you need a laptop, if you need a laptop charger, if you need a phone charger, this is where you pick it up. You just flash your Bradley ID and then they'll take care of the rest for you. And then back here we have the computer help desk. Basically, it's an area where, let's say your laptop starts acting up and you need somebody to fix it. Well, basically these are all students and you can just bring your laptop there and they can help you out the best they can.
Okay, so behind me we have Stacks. So it's basically Starbucks and snacks. It's a great place for students to go while they're in the library, get a quick coffee, bagels, cookies, quick little snacks like that, and then also students can use their meal plan to pay for that. All right, so on this side is a great area to study. You'll notice that the library is set up a little bit more unique. So over to our right, we have the Steak and Shake booth kind of style. So great for group study, group projects. Behind me, you'll notice that the whole entire perimeter of this 1st floor of the library are whiteboards. So from the ceiling all the way down to the floor is gonna be a whiteboard. For a nursing major, that is my dream. I literally write all across the whole entire wall. As you keep looking around, you'll notice that we do have a kind of large sense for like group work. So all of our tables are usually centered around different pods between like 3 and 4 people. We do have different kind of setups with like pod stations. So if you like to have white noise and you still want to be a little bit more focused, we have these pods where you kind of almost like enclose yourself in.
The library is full of 4 floors, so upstairs on the 2nd floor is basically a spin image of this one. On the 3rd floor, that's our Academic Success Center. Fancy name for tutor. Basically, anybody can be a tutor. You have to have the appropriate grade in the class. It's usually A or B, but it's up to the professor's discretion. Students can also have free tutoring, which is really, really nice. And then in the lower level of the library, we have, that's the no talking level. So if you need to go down there and just focus and just hammer through things, then that's where you go. That's where I spend most of my time because I'm a huge procrastinator.
All right, so we'll head to Olin Hall next. Okay, welcome into Olin Hall. So this houses all of our science majors. As we're walking through, you'll notice that there's a lot of research posters. So the cool thing about Bradley is you can start research as an undergrad starting day one. Doesn't matter the major or what year you are in college, you're able to participate in research literally as soon as you step foot on campus. So as you're walking down this hallway, you'll notice that there's a separation between the walls. So on the reddish side or the burnt orange, that's where all of your teaching labs are going to be. So you always know as a student, that's where your lab is going to be located. On the white walls, along with the research posters, that's where all of your professor offices will be, research labs, and then also your classrooms. So it's kind of a good, distinct difference between which side you need to go to.
My favorite thing about this building, the best thing about this building, is that all of the plants are actually clones. All right, guys, let's check out our last stop at the mural. All right, guys, with that, we'll conclude our tour. Thank you for coming with us.
Don't forget next time you're at Bradley to snap a picture in front of our wonderful mural.
Go Braves!